Imagine this. It's the World Cup final night in Kerala. Not a stadium, not a fancy sports bar, a local club. Plastic chairs, squeaky fans, one small TV, a room full of people who have emotionally signed their souls away. Argentina on one side, Portugal on the other. Somebody has already typed GOAT in the group chat and is waiting to press send. Somebody else is standing like this game decides his family property case. Boy, I can write a better script than most films these days. If you're listening, I'm ready for next IPL. And the funniest part, India is not even playing. But somehow it feels personal. That is the whole madness. No India on the pitch, full India in the bloodstream. India has never played a men's FIFA World Cup. Not once. The closest almost story is 1950. India qualified by default. After Burma, Indonesia, and the Philippines withdrew. And then India withdrew before the tournament, which is such a painful Indian plot twist. It feels like it was written by Priyadarshan. Come on, man, you've already ruined our childhood. So, the question is not just why is India not in the World Cup? The better question is how did India build World Cup level emotion without a World Cup team? Every few years, someone says, how can a country with more than a billion people not find 11 footballers? Shut up! If population created footballers, India and China would play every World Cup final and everyone else would clap respectfully. China is a perfect comparison. Huge population, bigger state push, bigger league ambition, more planning, and still only one men's World Cup appearance, that too in 2002. Because footballers are not found like extras in a crowd scene, they are produced. Population does not create footballers, systems do. A talented kid in Spain enters a pipeline. A talented kid in India often enters a maze. Bad pitches, random coaching, weak scouting, no clear pathway. And one uncle often saying, sports is fine, beta, but engineering is main. IIT is the best. Cricket matters here too. Not because cricket is a villain. Relax. Put the bat down. I mean, cricket is a safer dream. Okay. Parents understood it. Brands funded it. TV worshipped it. The IPL turned sport into city loyalty, celebrity culture, fantasy leagues, prime time entertainment, and national background noise. Football, in most places, got the side entrance. India lacked the machine. Indian football as a system moved slowly. Indian football fandom did not. Fans did not wait for India to become a football power. They borrowed football's main characters. Because in India, football does not always begin with formations. It begins with a hero entry. We wish we could all dribble past our problems like Messi. And all the barber shops in India have got Ronaldo haircuts. Neymar, the prince who was promised. Mbappe running faster than Akshay Kumar in Hera Fairy. Lamal Yamin, la, mi, la, le, Yamal playing like he skipped tuition to ruin fullbacks. This is cinema before it is sport. Argentina is suffering, destiny, and redemption. Brazil is flair, nostalgia, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, and Neymar. Portugal is Ronaldo, LLC. France is Mbappe, Zidane, speed, power, aura. Spain is Lamal, Yamal, Yamal, and the Barca Wonder Kid Factory. Germany is for people who believe even pain should come with structure. And before someone says India had no football heroes, one slap. India had Chetri, Baichung, I.M. Vijayan, to name a few. The problem was not absence of icons. The problem was the size of the screen they were given. India had heroes. We just did not build a big enough screen for them. So when India did not have a main character in the World Cup movie, Indian fans cast their own. Foreign passport, fully Indian overreaction. And no, this does not mean Indian football culture is fake. That's a stupid take. India does care about football, just not equally. India does not have one football culture. India has football pockets. Kerala is the theatre. World Cup walls, flags, cutouts, jerseys, tea-shop arguments, local club screenings. Some places do not watch the World Cup, they visually become the World Cup. Bengal is the archive. Mohan Bagan, East Bengal, the Kolkata Derby, history, family, neighborhood, inherited anger. Goa is neighborhood culture. The Northeast is pride and visibility. Bengaluru is a new age supporter culture. Chants, banners, turfs, floodlights, office boys becoming Modric after one outside foot pass. Indian football culture is not one giant national wave, it is smaller fires. Then, club football made the addiction permanent. The World Cup gives you the festival. Club football gives you the weekly subscription. Barca versus Madrid is not a fixture here. It is a family property dispute. United versus Liverpool versus City is inherited anger. Arsenal is emotional EMI. Chelsea is chaos with a transfer budget. Bayern fans speak like they have a certificate in pressing triggers. Milan fans are football royalty. And Spurs fans? Respect. Slight concern, but respect. The jersey is not sportswear, it is costume. Personality test, site selection, soft launch of
Emotional, damn it!
Argentina fan says we have the GOAT, mafia mentality. Portugal fan says discipline, confidence, gym mirror lighting, and 1000 goals. Brazil says I will risk my ACL for aesthetics. Arsenal says monthly pain subscription, but loyalty will be rewarded. Chelsea says money can fix character development. United says we haven't recovered after Sir Alex. Bayern fan says we are here to spoil everyone's party. The product is not the jersey. The product is belonging. That is why a shirt from a place you have never visited can still feel personal. And then the reels made this nuclear. Malayalam dialogues, Hindi punchlines, Tamil mass BGM, Telugu songs, club banter, Madrid celebration edits, Barca comeback edits, Messi edits with Anirudh Chatbusters, Ronaldo edits with Rocky by dialogues. A 30-second edit can turn someone into a full-time defense lawyer for a man who does not know they exist. And this is where the fake football knowledge enters the chat. Not casual fans. Casual fans are normal. Everyone starts somewhere. I mean the people who do not support football. They support argument templates. Messi is the GOAT. Ronaldo carried. Pep is a fraud. Sir Alex Ferguson clears. Your club has no history. You do not have any cups. Beautiful. No context, no nuance, just pure Wi-Fi violence. I had a friend who just told me the other day, Harry Kane shouldn't have retired. He should have scored 10,000 test runs. Brother, wrong Kane, wrong sport, wrong universe. But this is modern football conversations now. A Messi cannot be Maldini. A Maldini cannot be a Neuer. A Neuer can never be a Zidane, and a Zidane cannot be CR7. Different positions, different jobs, different eras, different kinds of greatness. But nuance does not trend. GOAT debates trend. Because who redefined football needs thinking. Messi or Ronaldo needs Wi-Fi and emotional damage. That is hook culture. The argument becomes a product. The product is not football. The product is identity. And that is the point. India did not just import football. India translated it. Intro cinema, memes, streetwear, turfs, group chat wars, reels, wrong opinions, correct emotions. The badge is foreign, the emotion is local. This is where the ISL enters the movie. The Indian Super League did not magically solve Indian football, but it did solve one thing: packaging. Lights, broadcasts, city clubs, fan groups, big stadium nights. It gave Indian football a trailer. Our trailers do matter because people care about the movie only if they believe the movie exists. You can see it in Kerala Blasters. The yellow sea, Manyapada, noise, color, loyalty, pain. Basically, all the ingredients of a blockbuster, except the happy ending. It just keeps getting postponed. Kali Padakanam, Kappadikanam. But this is where people confuse two things. A trailer is not a movie, a stage is not a system. A crowd proves appetite. It does not automatically prove infrastructure. You can buy floodlights, graphics, and opening night energy. You cannot buy a football pipeline overnight. ISL proved India can watch football. Now, Indian football has to prove it can produce World Cup footballers. And this is where football stops being only emotion and it becomes inventory. Money has entered the chat. Global football may not fear India on the pitch, but it absolutely wants India on the invoice. The 2022 World Cup proved it. More than 110 million people in India streamed the tournament online. The final drew around 32 million viewers on JioCinema. Total watch time crossed 40 billion minutes. The pirated viewing is unfathomable. No Indian team, still insane numbers. That is not just fandom, that is a market, and global football knows it. When the Premier League opens a Mumbai office, talks about India's massive fan base, and builds grassroots and fan engagement programs, that is not random charity. That is a market seeing the market. Somewhere, a brand manager is smiling. But here is the slightly uncomfortable part. We treat these stars like adopted family. But to global football, India is also a dashboard. Viewers, watch time, merge, tickets, market entry. The love is real. The access is not always real. India may not be in the cast list, but it is absolutely in the box office calculation. The real game is not happening where you think it is. So, go back to that room in Kerala. The final whistle goes, one side explodes, the other side goes silent. Somebody posts GOAT immediately. Somebody else says football is over, which obviously means he will be awake next week 1:30 a.m. for a Champions League match like a committed clown. The jerseys come off, the chairs are stacked, the WhatsApp arguments continue. That was a foul, that should have been a red card, yellow card. And by morning, life goes back to normal. Office, college, tea shop, traffic, turf booking. But something stays because this was never just about Argentina or Brazil or Portugal or France or Spain or Germany. It was about belonging to a story, even when your country was not in the story. And maybe one day, if India becomes a serious World Cup team, this whole question changes. All this borrowed emotion finally has somewhere local to go. Until then, the truth remains. So, if India never qualified for the World Cup, how did the World Cup qualify for India?